Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'd love to have you be a part of my little tiny band of misfit toys. In today's video, I'm doing a drugstore tutorial. I'm not the biggest fan of drugstore makeup, and I will definitely be letting you know why throughout the video. I have used all of these products already, well, most of these products already, so it's not going to be a first impression. However, I will be able to give you reviews as I go as to if I like the products or not, and why or why not. So if you'd like to see this video, continue watching, and I will see you in the next one. I went to Ulta to get everything I would need for a full face. I think everything except mascara, which is not important because mascara is not something that I'm a big fan of because I have no eyelashes, and none has ever really worked for me better than another, whether it's high-end or drugstore or something in between. So let's get started. I think I forgot to say, I did a poll on my Instagram like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, but I haven't been feeling well lately, so I wasn't able to film this video until now, and I got suggestions as to what to get from the drugstore because I don't usually shop in the drugstore. So a lot of these things were suggested, and a couple of things I didn't get any answers on, so I kind of had to figure out for myself. So first up we have the primer, which is by Flower Beauty. That is it right there. It's called the In Your Prime Hydrating Primer. I've never used anything from Flower Beauty before. This was recommended, and I've been liking hydrating primers lately. I guess it's because it's been cold outside and it's the winter time. I do like this primer. It feels really great. However, I would still need a primer in here to mattify because I get oily a lot in that area and a little bit on the forehead. But other than that, I love the way that this primer feels. Next up we have foundation, and I have a L'Oreal foundation. This is it right here. This is called the Infallible up to 24-hour Fresh Wear foundation. It's their newest foundation, and I had difficulty figuring out which foundation to get because I don't think that I got recommended any, or the ones that I did get recommended I couldn't find, so I decided to go with this one. I got it in the shade 515 Copper, and my problem with the drugstore happens to be base products, complexion, because they don't really often get it right for darker complexions, and that's what I have a problem with. Like, this is okay, but compared to my neck, do you see, it's just a little bit on the red side. This is how the foundation looks. I would say that this is a medium coverage foundation. As you can see, there is a variation between my face and my neck and like chest area. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, and I'll bronze up down here as well. I have a concealer by Ulta. It's the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer Waterproof. And that's what that looks like right there. The foundation isn't full coverage, and I'm definitely all for full coverage. The Ulta one was recommended to me. I have two colors here in the Ulta one. I haven't tried the second color. I decided to get another color because the original color I got was kind of like the color of my skin tone. These are the colors right here. We have the lighter color, which is Tan to Deep Warm, and then we have the darker color, which is Deep Warm. I'm going to put on the lighter color first and then layer it with the darker color. So I'm going to go underneath, underneath the eyes. It's a moussey consistency, actually. I'm going to go in with the darker one on top to kind of balance it out. And you can often get these foundations and concealers on sale at places like Ulta, your drugstore. this is what I have right now. I'm going to blend that out with my Japanese sponge. Yeah, I think that is going to help with evening out the fact that the foundation is a bit off. This dries down pretty well. It doesn't dry down too fast, which I appreciate. That really helps with evening out the color. It's kind of making it flow better with my neck and my chest. For setting powder, well, for under the eye, I found this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and it's in the shade Light Medium 20. That's it right there. Okay, so I'm just going to get that on my sponge. Just want to make sure that it's even. I'm going to go underneath my eye. I meant to say, I do like the Ulta concealer. It's really nice. It's really full coverage. It doesn't crease, or it hasn't creased so far anyways in the times that I've used it. And this powder is really nice. You just have to be careful with how much you apply, because you could get flashback and nobody wants that. I know it looks really bright right now, but when I go in with my setting powder, it's going to be a lot better, I promise. So now we're going to set the face. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Normal to Dry Coconut Powder Foundation, and this is a pressed powder, and that's what it looks like right there. The shade is Coconut. It's number 355. I don't think I got a recommendation for this particular powder. I believe I picked this out myself. It comes with a little thing in the bottom that people don't usually use. Ooh, and a mirror. I didn't know that there was a mirror there. That's nice, but it kind of defeats the purpose, because I don't know. You have to get the product, then flip it up and use the mirror. I don't know. It's the thought, I suppose. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to powder. I'm going to go over this a little bit as well, so it doesn't look too crazy and too bright. So this is what we are working with now. Much better. However, when the bronzing comes in, it's going to get a little bit darker. So now I'm going to go in with concealer for my eyelids, and then I'm going to set that. So I'm going to go back in with the Ulta concealer for consistency purposes. I'm going to put just a little bit of the lighter color. A little bit, a lot of it, to each their own, and then the darker color. And I'm going to take a flat concealer brush. I'm just going to carve out underneath my brows. I'm going to do a look with a Drugstore makeup palette. I can definitely do that and use this base so that we can just start right in with the eyes and focus on that. So I'm going to blend that in with my sponge, my Japanese sponge. I love this sponge. It's just as amazing as the Beauty Blender, in my opinion, and better in fact, because it's half the price, less than half the price. You can get it on sale. It used to be at Ulta, but now I think it's only on Amazon. So yeah, you can't really beat that. And I'm going to set my lids with the setting powder that we use for underneath the eyes. So I have it away because I haven't been feeling well, but that's because my thyroid medication has been kicking my butt. I just got a change in medication 3 weeks ago, and I've been like the walking dead because of that medication. So now I'm feeling a little bit back to myself, and here I am. Anyway, so that's that. It's looking really, really, really good so far. So now I'm going to go in with brows, and for brows I got the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Ultrafine Tip Shaping Pencil in dark brunette. It's right there. It's a super fine tip. It's just like any other brow pencil on the market. There is a spoolie on the other end, and I like the fact that this end with the spoolie has a clear lid, and the one without the spoolie has another lid so that you can tell which one you're dealing with. So I'm going to be doing my left eyebrow first. I'm going to start on the tail. I'm going to speed through this because it's boring, but I do like, I haven't tried this pencil as of yet, so this is going to be a first impressions. Those are the brows done. It's a nice brow pencil. I just think that, ooh, does it click up and down? It does. That's cool. I just think that the color is a little bit ashy, I guess. I prefer a more rich color. So there's that with that. And next I have eyeliner. It is the NYX Professional Epic Ink Liner. I haven't tried this either. This was a recommendation. It's in the shade black, just black. That is what the packaging looks like. It is a brush tip applicator, which I like. It's really quite fine. It's nice. So I'm just gonna line the the top to apply lashes. Okay, this is what I've been able to sort out in the way of liner. It's just a little liner. I didn't want anything too crazy or overwhelming because the lashes that I chose are really great lashes. I've tried them before. I like this brand of Ardell lashes. It's the Ardell Studio Effects because they kind of layer lashes, like if you would take, I don't know, a regular strip lash as a makeup artist or a regular makeup enthusiast and then add individuals to kind of customize them. So that's the effect that they give. These are in the number 230. And those are them right there. Look how wispy and piecey they are. I really, really like them. So I'm going to be putting those on. And the glue that I got to use with them, I got a latex-free glue because I'm allergic to latex personally. And this is a new glue by Duo. They had the green one, which I wasn't a fan of. However, this one in this packaging right here, the kind of like indigo purpley blue writing is really, really good. And yeah, it works well. Also, I love the applicator. This one is... I've been using it for a while, so I don't want to really show it. But the applicator on this is like a paddle and not a brush. So do you see that? Oh, I don't know. Okay, there you go. It's like, you see how it's like a plastic paddle? I love, love this applicator for applying lashes. So I'm going to measure these particular lashes out because I have not used this pair and my eyes are not created equal. So I'm going to measure them out. And I'm going to attempt to put them on camera. I don't know how successful I will be. I'm just putting them there. Oops. My eyelashes are super curly and unruly, so I don't get much luck with putting them on in one shot like I see a lot of people doing. Okay, so I'm going to measure these off camera because I can't do this while on camera. It's just a lot, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have got the lashes on, only a couple of steps left, and then we are done. So I'm going to go in with bronzer. For the bronzer, I got the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers. I've been wanting to try this bronzer for years, but of course they didn't have it in anywhere close to being a color of bronzer for me. And now they have added a few more colors to their line. I got Endless Summer and Sculpting Bronze. It's the Murumuru Butter Bronzer. This is the Sculpting, and down here is Endless Summer. So you can tell the difference between the two of those. I actually had to order these because they were not in stores. So I got them from the Physicians Formula site. I didn't like the fact that they weren't in stores so that I can look at them in person to tell which might best suit me. And then there's a few more colors before, and I think the Sculpting is the darkest of the colors that they have in their line. Since today is more of like a natural day, I'm going to be going in with the Endless Summer to kind of just like bronze up my face. Oh, also, I forgot to talk about the smell. The smell is divine. I've been hearing people talk about this smell for years now, and now I actually get to experience it. And underneath they have one of those little brushes that you throw away. Actually, this is not even a brush. It's a sponge type thing. And there's a mirror down here too. Is that a running thing for drugstore makeup? I'm not sure, but we'll see. Brush. I'm going to use this brush right here. I had been using this brush anyways. If you can tell what brush it is, that's great. If not, then I'm not saying because I don't support this brand, but I don't want to lose my money either. So I'm going to start here on this side. Look how nice that is. Look how much warmth that brings to my face. It's amazing. So look at that side compared to that side. Do you see? Big difference. And I'll do a little bit of the forehead. Well, in my case, 5 head, but you know, the wig is holding it down. And for underneath, I'm going to be using the Sculpting one because it's more of an ashy tone and it does more of like a shading. I don't want it to be like bronze underneath my neck. So I'm going to take another brush that's not as fluffy and I'm going to take that down here. And I'm also going to be using the Sculpting shade to do my nose contour because it's a really good, like I said, ashy shade. So I'm going to use this brush. These are super pigmented. I'm going to go down like so. By the way, these bronzers definitely were recommended as well, and thank you so much for that because I wanted to try them anyways, and I'm glad that I got my hands on them. I will be using those more. I do love those. For highlighter, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. That's the packaging right there. I could do a swatch of the highlighter. Whoa. Look at the pigmentation. It's pretty good. So I'm going to be going in with a little tiny brush to highlight with, as I always do. It's a little brush like this. It's really an eyeshadow brush, but for me, not too much because a crease brush I've really like smoothed. So I'm going to start on this side. Whoa. Whoa. Should just about that. Just a touch. Look at that. How beautiful is that? One thing I can say is that they got this highlighter right. Look how glowy I am. That's the perfect finishing touch. I'm just going to go in with lipstick. I'm going to use this nude lipstick that I got from L'Oreal. It is the color Riche Lipstick line in the shade 983 Utmost Taupe. It's a basic nude color. I went in with this lipstick and I just patted it on like that. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But there's nothing else on other than this lipstick. And yeah, one last step. Setting spray. I got the matte finish setting spray by NYX. I wanted to get one by Catrice, I think it was. It was like a glowy setting spray, but they didn't have one. I went to 2 different Ultas and I couldn't find it. So this is the setting spray that I went with. And yeah. Ooh, that feels really good. It's kind of hot in front of all these lights, so that's nice and refreshing. Just dry that a little bit. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you liked the video. Check that highlight out though. Okay, so let's do a rundown of what I liked and what I didn't like. I did do it briefly in the video. The primer by Flower Beauty I do like and I recommend it. The L'Oreal foundation turned out working. However, I'm not going to be going to the drugstore for foundations because I just think that it's too much of a hassle for me. Then we have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I like this powder. It worked well. It's nothing special, but it works, and if you're on a budget, it's definitely a good option. Then I have the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Pressed Powder. This one is really nice as well. It did the job. It gave me just enough coverage, not too much. Next, also we have, what else do we have? Oh, the concealer. These concealers by Ulta, the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer Waterproof, are really nice. I don't know how much of a range they have, but I do like this concealer and I will definitely be using it again. Then we have the Butter Bronzers by Physicians Formula. I'm definitely going to continue to use these. The sculpting one is really good for like contouring for my complexion, and that's the sculpting bronzer, and then the Endless Bronzer is great for warming up my face, as you saw. I just wish that they had them available in store to purchase, and a bigger shade range would be nice as well. The L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I like the spoolie. I like the tip. I'm not too fond of the color that I used. It's okay, but I just wish that it was a little bit warmer and not as ashy. And the highlighter. Maybelline really did that. I really do like this highlighter. And last but not least, oh no, not last but not least, the lipstick. It's really nice and creamy. It's a really nice nude for my complexion. And finally, the setting spray is a setting spray. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a big thumbs up. That really helps me out. Also, please subscribe to my channel down below. I believe it's on this side, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I upload my next video. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.